Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back at another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Black Clover manga chapter review for you guys. And again, this chapter is predominantly short, and it's a Asta slash Liebe building character building chapter here, and stuff like that. But hey, it was all good, all good. I enjoyed this chapter. I thought it was a great moment between Asta and Liebe. So yeah. Also too, at the end of the video, in the outro, there will be a link, our video link, our video thing you can click on the outro to get my thoughts on the Black Clover movie coming out next year, which is big news, but I go more in depth with that stuff in that own separate video. So yeah, go check that out in the outro. Just click, all you got to do is when it pops up in the outro, you click on it, it'll take you right there, or you can just hit, or you can hit the subscribe button and you'll get that right then and there. But anyways, let's get to the manga chapter. Obviously last week we had it to where the battle against Lucifero was intensifying. Lucifero was breaking people's limbs just from the mere gravity he's given off and everything. Freaking put his trust that Yami could get the job done. That's where it ended off. We get the chapter now. This title for this chapter is titled Brothers. And then two, we get a cover page, which was of the four people essentially fighting this battle. Now, anyways. So after what did, what he did, essentially stalling for time, he's badly damaged and everything. He's bleeding all over the place, so he's down for the count. So essentially, Yami gets pulled into the shadow, and essentially, Yami's being dragged near Lucifero, and him and Noct try to sneak up behind Lucifero, and they use the move combo spell Doppelganger, and they look like they're trying to cut off Lucifero's head right then and there. This even gets to the point where the one devil who's watching, I forgot his name already, who's just been watching this entire fight the entire time, he looks like he's a little shocked, but I think he's more shocked at the standpoint because in the next panel after this, Yami and Noct end up getting impaled by Lucifero through, I guess he sprouted out the bat, I guess the wings turned into arms or something like that, and they impale Yami and Noct, which I don't know if that's any indication, but that definitely seems like they are down for the count for good, because they got impaled and they're dead, and well, not dead, they're impaled now, and they're in a bad spot now. So yes, and it looked like, and now after that happens, Lucifero's looking at us, he's like, he gives the Jiren line he said so many dang times in the Tournament of Power, Awardi Da, aka it's over. And he looks to go in to punch Asta and finish him off for good and more than likely kill him. And then this is when Asta hears the thoughts of Liebe, internally speaking, and Liebe is like, I'm sorry, Lictia. Because we know Liebe, the reason why he's fighting truly to defeat Lucifero is to get revenge on the person who killed Lictia. The person, obviously, he sees as his mother, which also we have yet to get confirmation, but it essentially matches up the fact that Lictia could be Asta's mother. They definitely are related, so just from the way their hair and their eyes look and everything. But in the meantime, Asta is just seeing this entire flood of memories that Liebe has had. So this must be something that the Devil Union is doing that connects them and everything, to where now he can see Liebe's memories from his past and everything. He's just getting all over he's just getting just an influx in this whole moment and everything, and stuff like that. And he hears the whole fact of how Liebe spent all this time in the grimoire, to curse all these devils and then find a way to get out so he can end up trying to kill Lucifero and everything. and stuff like that. And he hears how Liebe is now doubting himself, saying, I can't do it. I can't beat him. He's just too strong. And stuff like that. And he goes and says, I hate them. I won't forgive people like Lucifero or myself because I failed to do what I set out my entire life to do after I got sealed in the grimoire. And he's like, I had freaking magic, man. I could probably take him out. I should have never left. And you get this very emotional scene, this very emotional panel of Liebe literally bawling his eyes out. Definitely hit me freaking hard, man. Especially when you see the backstory and he's like, I wish I never had met Lictia because this would have never happened and everything. And he's just apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, Mom. It definitely hits you hard. I swear. The movie is actually covering this topic and covering this arc, the back half of this arc in the movie, and we get this scene. My God, I might actually have to cry. I might actually cry tears, bro. This was actually pretty damn sad. Like literally the panel, just seeing it, because from if you watch the backstory, man, of how much Liebe hates this dude Lucifero and how much he wants to get revenge on him for killing a person he deeply cares about, somebody he sees as somebody that was willing to take him in, although he was getting ostracized by other humans, somebody he saw himself that fed him, washed him, was taking care of him, somebody he saw as a mother to him. And I love the line how he apologized, he's like, I'm sorry, Mom, because he really does look at Lictia like a mother to him, because that was the first person that really truly cared about him. It didn't care that he was a devil or anything. He was Lictia just saw him just as a person, just like her, a living being. And she took him in and took care of him like as if it was her only child, and stuff like that. So you get this panel where you see Asta, and it looks like it's a younger one too. And he's like, Liebe, he's like, I didn't know that you felt all this pain and everything, and stuff like that. And Asta's going to say, like, I thought I was the only one that can have magic, but because of this brought us together. And Asta goes and say, your anger and your sadness and your pain, they'll give me strength. Thank you for that. And Asta obviously says, I'm really lucky to have met you. And Asta, obviously in typical fashion, is like, look, man, I have nothing either myself, but let me fight with you, my friend. And if we're in this together, we can do this. And you get this again, another great shot drawn panel by Tabata, where as this is going on, they're locking arms with each other. Asta's helping him, picking him up and everything, and he's like, you're not alone, we're not alone. And he's like, let's go, brother, because in reality they kind of are like brothers. Like, let's be honest, they are like brothers, man, because they're essentially, I know we don't know about Asta's whole thing, but he was raised by Lictia. He had to be raised by Lictia, and she gave him away, and dropped him off somewhere in Hodge Village, and stuff like that. And obviously Liebe was raised by Lictia. So like I said, I love this whole callback because I said it, these guys are literally like brothers. Like, this is why this is probably the perfect unionization between a human and a devil in this story, where they have complete trust in one another. It isn't like, oh, you do like how the Dark Triad members had the powers of Magicula, Lucifero, and I forget the third guy that was occupied by that was occupied by I forgot his name, but those dudes had complete control of their bodies. Asta and Liebe, they had a whole thing of, Asta showed the openness when he started this whole thing, like, I want us to be equals. I don't want to be your master or anything. I see us as the same person, equals and stuff like that. And I definitely like that. So we cut back to the time, what's going on in the battle. Asta ends up blocking the strike that Lucifero was going to try to kill him off with. And Asta ends the chapter off with saying, so what if you're the king of all the devils? How dare you kill my partner's mother? And that's where the chapter ends off. And yeah, so crazy stuff that's going to be happening. I wonder if them understanding them a lot, us understanding Liebe a lot more now makes his devil union form stronger. He's still, if they're doing the time limit thing, he's probably got maybe still 2 minutes, if not a minute left. So he's got to make this whole thing count, and defeat Lucifero, because right now he's pretty much the only guy left standing. Because if Asta falls, they're done. Because Noct and Yami, they've been taken out. They're impaled. Yuno's down for the count. And practically every other Magic Knight person within the vicinity is just done. Asta's truly the last person that can defeat him. And the next couple of chapters, I'm guessing, is going to be the finale fight to this. Unless Asta gets some miraculous, crazy power up that, well, we have yet to witness and stuff like that, then that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, the next chapter chapter 327 is surprisingly coming in 5 days, which I believe that means it's coming out on either a Friday or a Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's coming out on a Friday, on Good Friday, I believe. No, not Good Friday. It's coming up. It's definitely coming up. So yeah, it's gonna be insane. I'm really shocked. Maybe that means if it's coming out early, that means Black Clover, the next chapter, is probably gonna go on break for a week or two. But we'll see. I don't for sure. I'll be shocked if the next chapter is gonna be the penultimate end to this battle. I'll be shocked. I think if they're gonna end this battle off, I think it's got maybe 2-3 more chapters, and then the battle of Lucifero will be over. I feel like there's gonna be one more plot twist potentially coming. Either it's in the form of an Asta getting a power-up boost, or somehow Yami gets back up and finishes the deal. We'll just have to see. But I thought this was a good chapter. I definitely did like this moment. This was strictly a building, block moment for Asta and Liebe's relationship, as their bond grows stronger. And yeah, but other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's manga chapter for Black Clover. And hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Black Clover content. Again, like I said, in a few minutes or a few seconds, the outro will have the video link where you just click on it and you'll get my thoughts on the Black Clover movie announcement, or the teaser and stuff like that. But it definitely did look good. The teaser looked good, and everything, and I definitely can't wait for the movie. But like I said, if you want more details and my thoughts on what the movie could be about and stuff like that, well, click on that video. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button. You can still go watch the video. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, or now watching this video. Until then, guys, catch you guys later. Peace.